Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam Sayyidina Muhammadin Ashrafil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Last week we looked at a way that we made sentences ma'rifah, if you remember. Yes, and we make sentence ma'rifah or definite by using isim mausul. Yes, isim mausul. And the sentence becomes what we call the silah, the thing that we connect to the isim mausul. So when we use an isim mausul, the isim mausul as well as the sentence becomes a definite sentence. It actually falls between these two categories that we were looking at, with subordinate conjunctions and without subordinate conjunctions. Yeah, so the mausul and the silah falls between these two. It's not here and it's not there. Yeah, we discussed this at length the last session. Just to remind you, basically we can have a big sentence, a kubra, fi'il with the fa'il, and then the silah itself is your sentence. Yeah? This is also fi'il and fa'il. So mausul is an isim by itself. The jumlah is actually its silah. Yeah. So this is where it comes in between. Why do we say it comes between? Because there is something, the mausul, there is something, yeah, that makes this sentence working inside another sentence. So it can't work by itself. It has to be with the isim mausul. Yeah, then it becomes a silah, and together they replace a function in that bigger sentence. Why it is not the one with the subordinate conjunction is because this is not a conjunction. This is an isim. Yeah, and it doesn't do any changes to the sentence, which is different from the one with the subordinate coordinate. Conjunction. Yeah, subordinate conjunction. Yeah, because the subordinate conjunction sometimes changes what comes after it. So in this case, there is no change. Yeah, there is no change. Okay, alhamdulillah. Then we saw some of the i'rāb, and we said that we have this new statement that we learned. We have to state that this jumlah, the talabta, is the salatu mausul, and it is la maḥalla lahā min al-iʿrāb. It does not play any function in terms of grammar, in terms of syntax within the bigger sentence. Yes, it comes with the allazi talabta. This whole thing now becomes the slot. Yeah, not just this. Yeah, the whole thing becomes the slot. So this is the fa'il now of this action, ja'a. Okay, so that's basically the mausul and silah. Then we said that there are sentences which do not have any grammatical slot. When I say grammatical slot here, I mean a sentence that behaves like an isim within a sentence. Isims are the ones that will have status and maḥall. Yeah, isims are the ones that have status and maḥall, function as well as i'rāb. Yeah, we need to understand this. When we talk about a jumlah or a fi'il is basically a jumlah. Yeah, it's the most condensed form of jumlah, a fi'il. Jumlah fi'iliyah. Yeah, because you have the fi'il and fa'il in it. A bit different from jumlah ismiyah. Yeah, so a fi'il is basically a jumlah. So it's not an isim per se, yes, but it can occupy the slot of an isim, as what we have been seeing all this while. Yeah, okay. So what are the functions that a sentence can have within a sentence? We said before, yep, that a sentence only has grammatical status or maḥall if it occupies a recognized syntactic slot, meaning mubtada, khabar, maf'ul bihi, fi'il, fa'il, hal, sifah. These are recognized syntactic slot. Okay, and then if there is a connection between that sentence to the sentence before it, right? Like it's ma'tuf. It, or sometimes it's not ma'tuf. Yeah, it does not create i'rab. Yeah, so we saw this sentence like ibtidaiyah, iqtiradiyah. This is something that we will look at. Yeah, or jawabu qasam, jawabu nida. Yes, it has some what we call semantic, not syntactic. Syntactic is grammar. Semantic is meaning. Yeah, meaning. So this is the difference between the two words. There is a semantic connection. That means it has something to do with the sentence before it. Yeah, syntactic is within itself. You know, whether it's got mubtada, haba, fi'il, fa'il. Yeah, so that's within itself, and within the bigger sentence. Yeah, within a bigger sentence. Now, this is something that we need to be quite clear when we're looking at the i'rab of a particular verse or ayat in the Quran. Yeah, because where does the big sentence begin and end? Where does the smaller sentence start and stop? Yeah, sometimes we can't tell. Yeah, so that's why we need to be able to focus or zoom out and see it from the top. And there are times there is an option. You can treat it as, you know, overlapping sentences rather than a sentence within a sentence. So these are things that we can only learn by looking at the different ayat in the Quran and applying what we know. Yeah, applying what we know. Okay, so we said we would focus on three common types, three common functions. When I say types here, I'm meaning the function itself. The first one we said was ibtidaiyah. Now this is a sentence that is at the beginning. Then is ta'līliyyah. Now ta'līliyyah are sentences that answer the question why. Yeah, taḥlīl is to answer the questions why. Then we has istidrakiyah. Istidrakiyah is when you correct something. There is a sentence before this and it's saying something. The istidrakiyah comes in to say that is not correct. That statement is not correct. Yeah, so usually there is a but that we have, but this is the case. Yeah, so we have these three cases: the beginning, the reason why, and istidrakiyah when you want to how do you say, explain that what you said before is not true. Yeah, basically. Now taḥlīliyyah is not the same as tafsiriyah. Okay, there's something called tafsiriyah as well, which we will also look at. Then, as I said, what I put in the group, that we want to look at things holistically. Yeah, all the things that is possible with a sentence that appears in the Quran, we're going to look at it. Yeah, because these are the terms that you will see pop up time and time again, and you need to understand what the grammarians are saying. Yeah, so taḥlīliyyah answers the question why. Yeah, tafsiriyah is more like, what does that mean? Yeah, so this is why. Tafsiriyah, what does that mean? Yeah, sometimes what does that mean is why. Is the reason. So sometimes there's that what's the difference here? You get what I mean, Sister Mabina? Yes, sometimes. Yeah. So sometimes there seems to be an overlap. Yeah, but if you're clear in your head, taḥlīl is to explain why. Tafsir is to say what is the sentence saying? What's the meaning? What is it trying to say? Yeah. So that's more tafsir. Yeah, just like when we do tafsir for the Quran, the meaning, what is it that Allah wants to convey? Yeah, so that's the thing. But let's look at these three. We saw ibtidaiyah last week already, and we said that is a sentence that begins a discourse or a narrative or an idea. Okay, so we're talking about something, and so this is at the beginning of it. There is no grammatical attachment to a previous sentence. Yes, there's no grammatical attachment to a previous sentence, and it's complete in meaning by itself, usually at the start of a speech, paragraph, or verse or ayat. There is no particles in front of it, yeah, because it's not a subordinate clause with a subordinate conjunction. So there's no introduction by particles. It can be ismiyah, it can be fi'liyah. Yeah, fi'liyah, it can be present tense, past tense. Yeah, so the one that we were looking at had a past tense. Yeah, ja'a Zaidun wa zahaba Khalid. Yeah, so Zaid came while and Khalid came. Yes, something like that. Oh, sorry, Zaid came while Khalid went. Yes, subhanallah. So we said here that this is your fi'l madin. This is of course your fa'il. We have an outside doer here. And then we said this is the ibtidaiyah. We are talking about something happening somewhere. Jahid came to this place. And then we said Zahaba is the fi'lun madin, another fi'lun madin, and Khalidun is now doing the going. Yeah, so there's this place, Zaid came to it and Khalid left it. Yeah. So we said that this one now is mu'atufah to ja'a. Yeah, it's an action that came with this. Yeah, it came along with this. Who came, who went and who came first, we don't know the sequence. Remember, we learned this about wow. It doesn't tell you the sequence, but it it tells you that it is something that kind of like happened either in sequence or in things like that. Yeah, lahā maḥalla lahā, la maḥalla lahā min al-iʿrāb, meaning it has no place in i'rāb. It's just ma'tuf to the first sentence. Yeah. Okay. If it had been a slot that was occupied in terms of an isim, then if this was like the fa'il itself, yes, if this was the fa'il itself, maybe it's a sentence like that. Maybe it's a sentence like Zaidun ja'a Zaidun wa, yeah, the man who came yesterday. Okay, so maybe Zaid and the man who came yesterday came. You get what I'm trying to say? So Zaid and the man who came yesterday came. So they came again. Yeah, they came again. So something like that. So then that would be a slot of a fa'il. So that's where we have a maḥall. In this case, there is no maḥall. It's just a sentence following another sentence. Yeah? Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, now today we go to our taʿlīliyyah. The one that tells you why. Yeah, the one that tells you why. So by definition, Jumlah taʿlīliyyah, what is it? It's a sentence that explains the reason or cause for what precedes it. Yeah, a sentence that explains the reason or cause for what precedes it. And it answers the question why. This is so important to understand. It's just like when we're trying to explain maf'ul, maf'ul bihi, maf'ul lahu. Yeah, so when we understand what is the question being asked, then we know when it is maf'ul fihi, when is it maf'ul when is it maf'ul bihi. Sometimes bihi and fihi can be the same. It looks as if it's the same, but you have to go back and ask the question again. When is it asking question when or where, or is it asking the question what? So this is how you differentiate maf'ul bihi with maf'ul fihi, because fihi can be when or where. Bihi is always what or who. What or who. These are the things that you have to ask again. What is the question that it is answering? Then you get a clearer picture of what it's doing. Yeah. So here taʿlīliyyah is the why, the reason. It can occur without any additions to it, meaning there is no half of anything that you need to use with it. Yeah. But yeah, you can what you usually see it with are things like fa, la'alla, and li. So what's this? Fa is fa sababiyah, of course, because we're talking about why. Yeah? La'alla, yeah, is we will look at this. Li is lam taʿlīl, yeah, reason. This is also reasoning. Why? La'alla also the same thing. Yeah. Let's see how we translate la'alla in a while. Now it's always, of course, if it's giving you the explanation, it must be connected to what's before it. Yeah, so there's no disconnect. It's not like ibtidaiyah. Ibtidaiyah, there is no grammatical or even semantic connection to the statement previous. Yeah, but in this case, yes. In meaning at least. Yeah. Now it often comes with these two. Ana, inna. Ana and inna. Yes, this is for ta'kid. Example. Ihsanu inna Allaha yuhibbul muhsinin. Yeah, ihsanu inna Allaha yuhibbul muhsinin. How would we translate this, Sister Momina?
Indeed Allah is indeed Allah ahsinu loves ahsinu what is that? No,
ahsinu is like it's like an order, it's a command actually, ihsanu. And it's so what is it asking you to do? Hasan is something that is good, right?
People who do good.
Yes, exactly.
But so what is ahsinu? Do good.
Yeah, do good.
Do good. Indeed, Allah loves those who do good.
Yes, beautiful. Alhamdulillah. So here we are. It's fi'l amar, as you said. Yeah, ahsinu. Yeah, it's a female amma, and it's actually family 4. Yeah, it has the noon dropped. Why has the noon has dropped? Because it's amma. Yeah, it's lightest.
Yeah.
It's from the 5 fa'ils that you know. Yes, so
yes.
And the waw is of course the doer. Yes, the waw jum'ah, and we have inna Allah. This is our half nasb, and it's also for tawkid. And of course, this is the isim. It's isim. Yes. So,
yes.
Lafzu Jallallah is actually mansub bil fatah. It's isim. And here, yuhibbu. Yuhibbu is marfu'. Yeah, you have the dhamma there. It's zahira. You can see it. There's nothing hidden. And the fa'il is of course huwa. And it goes back to ya'udu. It goes back to Lafzu Jallallah. Yeah. So it's ta'zim.
Okay.
Now, what is al-muhsinin here? Al-muhsinin, what is this?
Is it maf'ul bih?
Yes, it is maf'ul bihi, and it is, what's the status of this maf'ul bihi?
It's mansub.
And what's the sign of this mansub?
The ya.
Yes, alhamdulillah, the ya, good. Yes, so maf'ul bihi mansubun. وعلامة نسبه الياء. Why? لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. Now this sentence, yes, إن الله يحب المحسنين, this is what we call تعليلية. Why would we want to do good? Because indeed Allah loves those who do good. This is the reason why we want to do ahsinu. Yeah?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. So this is one example. Another one here. Ittaqullah la'allakum tuflihun. Yeah. So ittaqu. What's this? Ittaqullah is to
have taqwa.
How would we say it? La'alla you can translate as so that. So that
you can be successful.
Yes. So that you can be successful. This is great, but how we would translate the front part of it?
Be mindful of Allah.
What's the usual translation for to have taqwa of Allah?
Pious, piety. No.
Okay. Yes, you to be aware of Allah actually. Yeah, that means whatever you do, you have Him in your thoughts. But the most common translation is actually fear Allah. Yes, I think we've seen this. Yeah, this is the favorite.
Yes.
This is the favorite.
Yeah.
But basically, it is more than just fearing Allah, knowing that He's there. You know, He's watching you in every move that and every niyat that you make. He knows this. So, la'alla is harfun mushabbahun bil fi'il. Yeah, so it makes something nasab basically. Ismu la'alla kum, yes, is of course mansub or fi mahalli nasab, but you can't see the sound because it's mabni. And the habar of la'alla will of course be marfu. Yeah, tuflihuna, yes, with the nun intact. So fi'lun wa fa'il. This is actually habar la'alla is actually fi mahalli raf'in, yeah, because this is a jumlah, it is not an isim. So let's have a look here. How would we do the i'rab for this? I showed you the example earlier about us, you know. So how would we say this one?
فعل الأمر
Yes.
الأمر مبني سكون من مجزوم.
Yes, it is jazm. But what is the sign here?
علامة سكون.
What is missing?
The noon, حرف النون.
Yes, that's right, hasbun nun. And what's the file? Is this the file?
Yeah, it's the file, isn't it? Or is it the
Fa'il is usually marfu, right?
no, sorry, that is the maf'ulun bih.
Okay, yes, alhamdulillah. Yes, and ittaqu, labzu jalallah is the ma'buri. What is ittaqu? The doer, I mean. The fa'il.
Oh, the doer is you, anta. Oh, is it plural, no?
Yeah, it's the plural.
Antum.
Yes. So this one is what we call the waw jama'ah. Yes, because it's a group of people. Yeah.
Yes.
And we say it's muttasil. It's a damir muttasilun mabniyun fi mahali rafa' fa'il. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now Allah is lafzu jalallah mansubun, and shouldn't be the waw is, I don't know why, bil fatha maf'ul bihi. Yes. So this we know. La'allakum. Yes, how do we say la'alla? What did we say? I showed the tarkib just now. What is this la'alla? It has two functions. No,
Is it
just say one function. It is not.
to connect?
It changes kum, remember? Kum tuflihun. There's an isim and a khabar involved here. So la'alla is your half.
I don't know how to what.
Think of a shorter name. This is the long one. Ya harfun mushabbahun bil fi'il. Yeah. There's a shorter version of this. So what should we put here? What's another name of the harf mushabbihun bil fi'il?
It's not harf, isn't it? No, that's not.
If there is an isim here, la'alla, it will make that isim from rafa. It becomes
a mubtada.
No. La'alla, if let's say you had an isim here, this is an isim, but you can't see the changes. If let's say la'alla Allah, something like that, yeah. Instead of Allahu, it becomes Allah. Instead of Allahu, for example, yeah, after la'alla, it becomes Allah.
Allah.
Ha.
Allah.
Yeah. So if from Allahu it becomes Allah ha, la'alla is automatically the half of
mansub.
Yeah. Harfun nasbin. Yeah, harfun nasbin.
Oh, harfun nasb.
Yeah, this is the one that I'm looking for. The shorter version of this term, which was quite a mouthful to say, harfun mushabbahun bil fi'il. Yeah. So instead of saying all that, all we say here now, harfun nasbin. Yeah, and it's from the sister of inna. La'alla, inna, lakinna. These are all from inna and her sisters. Yeah. All right. So what is kum here? I just mentioned it. What is kum here?
Is that the so that is one of the sisters. So it's a ism lahā.
Okay, it is ism Allah. Yeah. So this is how we would write it. Now, some books they will say kum, the whole kum. Yeah, is your ism la'ala. Okay, kum itself is in Allah. It's the one that the people you're addressing, right? Kum,
Yes.
as you say, antum. But another way of writing this is just that the kaf itself, only the kaf is damirun muttasilun mabni ala dam, kum, kaf with a dam, yeah. Fi mahalli nasbin ismun la'ala. The mim, yeah, is a sign that it is a group of guys. Yeah, alamatu jam'un zakur. Yeah, so this is something that you see in other books. Some books say kum is the isim, the whole thing is the isim. Some books they differentiate between the kaf and the mim.
Okay.
Okay, so that's something we need to take note. Tuflihun here is of course your habar. Yeah, like I said, it's fi mahali rafa, habar of la'ala. And here we know this is marfu'. Why? Because it still has the nun. It hasn't been dropped. This is a fi'il. So the nun is the sign of whether it is marfu', mansub or majzum. Yeah, so it's from the 5 special af'als. And of course, again, just like here, yeah, it's the fa'il is waw jama'ah, group of people. And the final one, the Jumlah ta'līliyyah, is the one that comes here. La'allakum tuflihun. So fear Allah. Why should I fear Allah? Yeah, so that you'll be among those who succeed. Yeah, la'allakum tuflihun. Okay. Right. Alhamdulillah. Now is another case. Just now we saw la'alla, an example of la'alla. This is an example of fa. Yeah, we said that taʻlīliyyah can come with fa, la'alla, and li. Yeah, I don't have an example on li here, but you can find it in the Quran. Not an issue. So anytime you have the time, you just go look up for li. That means taʻlīliyyah. Yeah, whatever follows it is the cause for whatever's in front of it. So Allahu Rabbi wa Rabbukum. So this is obviously Jumlah Ismiyah. We see Mubtada, and here is your habar. Yeah. So it's a long habar. It's not. It's a complex habar, so to speak. Allah is my Lord and your Lord. The Mubtada is long. Sorry, and the habar is fa'budu. Yeah. So we have a long Mubtada. I wanted to say that. I said khabar. Yeah. So this Mubtada is a complex Mubtada. We have 2 parts to it. Rabbi, my Lord, wa Rabbukum, and your Lord. Okay. So the whole thing in terms of Tarkib is your Mubtada. Yeah. In terms of Iṛāb is a different story. Okay. So Allahu, what would we say here in terms of Iṛāb?
Allahu mubtada marfu' bi dhammah.
Yes. So this is a lafzu jalallah. Yeah, marfu'un mubtada. Yeah, bi dhammah, as you said, correct. What about Rabbi?
So you see that is also part of the mubtada. Rabbi wa Rabbukum. All that part of the mubtada.
Or you can say sorry, my dear.
It's supposed to be the khabar.
Subhanallah.
Allah is my Lord and your Lord.
What did I say that was not right?
You said Allah is my Lord and your Lord. That is the mubtada, all that.
But I think it is not right? Because if you look at it, the word before is
the word before is mubtada, and after it is khabar.
Yes, so that what I said is incorrect. So Rabbi actually is already your habar. So how would I correct that?
um,
What's the i'rāb for Rabbi?
as khabar.
And if it's khabar, it would be status.
It will be Rabba, Rabba, yeah, Rabba.
Now, something happened to this. Why something it has kind of like modified itself, because there is a ya mutakallim, my Lord. Yeah?
Yes.
My Lord.
But
So now, what happens to the i'rāb when you know that there are certain cases when the i'rāb is not visible? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, you know that, because one of the reasons why is when we have ya mutakallim attached to it. The other reasons why is when the root letter, the ending, yeah, is either a ya or an alif maqsura. Remember, when it is alif maqsura, you can't do anything to it. It's just, you can't see the changes at all. You cannot say it's mabni. Yeah, we cannot say it's mabni because it does change the status. It's just that you can't see it. Yeah, so that's the thing that we had a problem with. And when we cannot see it, what do we say? What's the term that we use?
Mabni.
Mabni is when there is no change. In this case, there is change, but we cannot see it.
Oh,
yeah, go on. Quite close. Not mustatir, not mustatir. Not the term mustatir is not used here, although it does mean the same thing. Yes, muqaddara. Yes, that's what we are looking for. Muqaddara. Yeah. So Rabbi is haba mahfu' lil ta'zim, because it is addressing Allah, lafzu Allah. Ad-dhammah, but the dhammah is muqaddara. You can't see it. You estimate it to be there. Yeah. Why is it muqaddara? Yeah, because what comes before is ya. Ya prevents it from being seen, and the place is occupied. Yeah, its place is occupied by this ya. Yeah, so that's why we cannot see it.
So you don't mention the nilai. No, you don't mention.
Well, we can. Here we can say wal ya. Yeah. Muttasim mabni ala sukun fi mahalli jar mudaf ilay. Yep. So
okay.
Yeah, so the ba, this is a wrong spelling. There shouldn't be a ba. Yeah, so it is mudaf ilay. Yeah. So why muqaddara ma qabla ya al-mutakallim mana'a min zahuriha ishtighal mahal. Yeah, ishtighal mahal. Yeah, the place is occupied, the occupying of the occupation of the place. Yeah, this is idafa biharakat al-ya munasabah. Because of the ya, it becomes b. It forces your harakat to become kasrah. Yeah, there's no way you can say so it has to become kasrah. So that's why it says that it's being prevented. Yeah, and then of course you're correct, the ya is your mudaf ilay. Yeah, mudaf ilay. And here we go. Wow is your ataf. Rabbukum is your isim ma'tuf. Yes, because these two will be the same status, because this is your half ataf. So Rabbu will follow Rabbu here, but the Rabbu here cannot be seen, but you can see the Rabbu clearly here. There's no ya mutakallim. Yeah, the kum doesn't change anything. It's dhamma. So this is zahira. You can see it. You can see, and it is ma'tuf to Rabbi, and it's marfu because of that. Yeah, bil idafa.
Yeah.
Kaf is of course what we said just now. Yes, but this time, it is how do you say? This is the idafa to Rabbu. Instead of ya, it is kum. Yeah, so my Lord was the first idafa. This is the second idafa, your Lord. Yeah, so it's also mudaf ilay. Yeah, let's go and move on. We move to the next one because couldn't fit in one slide. Fa'buduhu is your amr. Yes. So
the fa, don't you separate the fa?
Yes, the fa sababiyah. That one, yes. I think I will add that on. Yeah, it should be there. It seems to have been dropped from my i'rāb, but the fa, yes, it is that. And then this is your amar, and we know this is of course your doer. And this ha is what?
As
What's this?
ضمير متصل.
And it is the?
As it's the مفعول به.
Yes, it is the maf'ul bihi, and it's nasab. Yeah, in place of nasab.
Yes.
And this whole jumlah, Allahu Rabbi wa Rabbukum, is jumlah ta'līliyyah. Now, what's special about this? What it's saying basically, yeah, it comes, ja'at, it comes after the amar, li tabayyid sababah, sababhu, sababhi or sababhu, sababihi, I think, yeah? Yeah, so it comes after it. So, just now when we looked at this sentence, yeah, the reason came after it. Yeah, the reason came after it.
Oh,
You may
okay.
be successful. In this case, it's the other way around. Why would we want to worship Him? Because Allah is my Lord and your Lord. See? Why would we want to worship Him? Because Allah is my Lord and your Lord. Yeah, so that's how they look at it. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, now we move on to the next sentence, which inshallah I hope we can do this, but I don't think we can. We can finish this, but never, inshallah we'll try. Yes. If we do get cut off, then just come back in. I'll try to finish it. Yeah. Okay. So istidrakiyah is a corrective, or what we call a concessive sentence, meaning it qualifies something. Yeah. It says that no, you're not right. That's not how it should be. It should be like this. Yeah. So this is what istidrakiyah means. Jumlatul istidrakiyah. So that alif is silent, it's a hamzatul wasl. A sentence that corrects, qualifies, or limits the meaning of what comes before it. Yeah, limits. Remember, this is from the family of inna. Lakin. This is the light version of it. The shadda has been dropped. Yeah, this is the light version of it. So both will mean but, however, whatever it is, yeah, how we want to translate it. It's like an exception kind of thing. So it introduces contrast after expectation, meaning you say something and you expect it to be that, but actually no, it's not. Yeah, so this is what it means by contrast after expectation. Does not negate the first sentence, but it refines it. So there's no negation here. Yeah, it's just making it clearer that, it's not like that, it's like this. Yeah, that's how it goes. Often used to prevent misunderstanding. Oh boy, this is really good. I know there's so many things that we misunderstand sometimes. Subhanallah. It's good to have lakin. Without lakin, we would be. Yeah, so here, for example, we are talking about Zainab. Zainab fasted, but Fatima, she didn't. So we're saying lakinna, yeah, Fatimata ma samat. Yeah, she did not fast. Yeah, she did not fast. Zainab did, but Fatima did not. Yeah, so we're correcting the assumption that maybe the two sisters, they always do things together, but in this case, Fatima did not fast. Only Zainab did. Yeah, so we corrected any expectation of Fatima fasting along with Zainab. Yeah, so that's what's happened here. So here we have ism, because remember this belongs to Inna and the sister, and they are what we call they are like amil. Yeah, they are like amil. That means they have a mu'mal. They have something that they act upon that changes. Yeah, so that's what it is. Fi'il wa fa'il. Yep. Anything here that you not clear? 7 minutes is all right.
No,
okay. Please note, it's Fatimata.
Yeah,
It's not
because of lakin.
yeah, lakin. Yeah, so it's not fati matu. Oops, sorry. Pretend it's not there. Okay, it should come out later, but it popped out. So now, here is the light version. Yeah, the muhaffafah. It's lakin, not lakin now. So what's this all about? Same meaning. Zainab fasted, but Fatima did not fast. So no difference in meaning, but the difference is in grammatical function. So semantically, it's the same, but syntactically, it's not. Why do we say this? Okay, the first sentence, there is no wa. There's no wa. Yeah?
Oh,
So there's no wa, then the jumlah istidrakiyah, the one that comes after lakin, is istighnafiyah. We will learn this. Istighnafiyah is a resumption sentence. It's a new sentence. Yeah? La maḥalla lahā. No place in iʿrāb. It's just a sentence, yeah, and it comes after another sentence. This one, however, because of the wa, which is, of course, harfu atfin. Yes, there must be a connection, because we say whenever it is ma'tuf, you have this status connection. Yeah. Two sentences together. If this sentence has a maḥall, this sentence will also have a maḥall. But if actually you have a complete sentence here and wa here and another complete sentence here, actually there's la maḥalla lahā. So you have to look at it also. There's some cases when you have sentence with sentence, it might not be ma'tuf in terms of the grammar. Yeah, it's just something that follows after the other. In terms of sentence, okay, but in terms of isim or slots, yes, it follows status. Now, this is something we need to be aware of. I think I've said it earlier in the thing. You have to look at it. Is it sentence and sentence? Okay, it's sentence. Is this sentence having any grammatical slot? If this sentence is not having a grammatical slot, then this also will not have a grammatical slot. If this one has, then this one also has. So in that sense, it follows the status. So if there's no status, this is no status. If there is status, this will have status. Yeah. So remember, it's when the jumlah acts like an isim, not when the jumlah acts as a jumlah. A jumlah does not have a status if it doesn't act like an isim. Yes, Sister Mamina, you get that? Yeah. Okay. So if it's just a sentence, it will not have a status because it doesn't act like an isim. If that sentence behaves like an isim, like a slot occupied by an isim, then and only then it will have iʿrāb and maḥall. Yeah. All right. So what's the difference between lakinna and lakin? We said that. Now one has a grammatical function, the other one does not. Yeah. So this is basically what I'm saying here. Now, lakin in the Quran. Here we are. Lakin in the Quran. Where is it? Here it is. Yes, this here. Lakinir Rasul. The ni here because it's two sukuns. Two sukuns combined. Now, when iltika sakinin, when two sukuns meet, this has to give. Yeah, the sukun goes and takes a harakah. In this case, it's kasrah. Yeah, so lakinir Rasulu. So I'm just look at here. I know it's two different verses, but I'm focusing on fahum la yafqahun lakini rasulu. So there is a connection in meaning between the two. Yeah, the two sentences. So they do not understand. Yeah, fahum. So they do not understand. Lakini rasulu, but the messenger and those who believed with him fought with their wealth and their lives. Yeah. So you have a group of people who didn't want to go and join in the fight, so they stayed behind because they couldn't care less. Actually, yeah, they want to just take care of their house and their things. They're not going to go out there and die. Yeah. But this is not the case with the messenger and those who believed. Yeah, they fought, and they fought with their wealth and their lives. Okay, so here the fa is atifah. Hum is your mubtada. La yafqahun is your khabar. Lakin is your istidrak, the one that corrects the impression. Yeah, we have mukhaffafa mahmala, meaning it's light and it doesn't do anything. Mahmala means it doesn't act upon it. Rasulu is your mubtada in the second ayah. Wallazina, because of the ataf, this is a ma'tuf fi mahalli rafa, following the same status as rasulu. And of course we have the rest of it. Remember, when we have isim mausul, the silah doesn't have any mahal. Yeah, the fi'il madin and fa'il doesn't have any mahal, but it is a khabar mubtada for this one. Jahadu bi amwalihim wa anfusihim. Okay, what's this? Okay, we said just now wallazina amanu, the silah, yeah, and ma'ahu, with him, yeah, with him, is jumlah silah mausul, silah to mausul. Now that's the one that is no mahal. Yes, because we're saying, and those who believe with him, those who believe with him. Yes, so that is one slot. So this is your isim mausul and your silah. So this is la mahala laha, because it's silah to this isim mausul. But this whole thing is a slot. Yes, that's the mubtada. And then we have jahadu bi amwalihim wa anfusihim. This is your habar, fi mahali habar of the mubtada. Okay, but of course we don't say this is mubtada either, because it's ma'tuf. This is the one that's mubtada. but in terms of, it's still mubtada. It's just that when we say in i'rab terms, we just say it's ma'tufah because of the waw. But if this waw was not there, this rasul was not there, this would have been the mubtada. Yeah, this is just the way it is with i'rab. Yeah, when we have ataf. I think you know this, right? Inshallah. So it follows in terms of status, but the term we use would be ma'tufah. We don't say the slot itself, yeah, because the slot is actually occupied by the first one. So jahadu, this whole thing is your haba, yeah, fi mahali rafa, haba of the mubtada. So this is lakin. It doesn't change anything. Rasul stays rasul. It doesn't become rasula. Yeah, it's still rasulu. Okay. Then we have another case here. There's a change. Allaha, walakinna Allaha. So we're looking at what we said before. Yes, lakin is half nasbin, and it's from the Inna and her sisters. Yes, this is Anfal. Now, would you like to try this part, the i'rāb? The fa. What is fa here?
Fa is you call it atifa. I don't know whether it's harful atf or atifa. Is it atifa?
You think it is atifa? Yes. Yeah.
What is the difference between a harful atf and a fa atifa? I don't know what is the difference.
This is you mean this is fa atifa, right? You were saying this?
Yeah.
Okay. But what
is it
between this and what did you say was different? Fa and
harful atf or atifa?
Oh, I see. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. When you use the word half, you will say harfu atfin. Yeah. If you don't use the word half, you just say atifa.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. So nothing, no rocket science involved. It's just the way they say it. It's like you. I can't think of an English example. Can you think of an example that says something like that? No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of something.
The fa will just be atifa.
So if if you drop the half, you say atifa. Yeah, that's all.
If you drop the what?
If you have the word half, if you drop
the word half,
then you say atifa.
Yes.
If
so
you want
easier to say just atifa.
If not, it is harfu atfin. Yeah, atfin. nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Lam, what does
So
lam do here?
lam will be a nahyi, harfun nahyi.
Yes. What else does it do? Oops. What else
It's
does
a
it do?
jazm, majzoom,
Yes.
bijazmin.
And what else? There are three things. One, you're right.
Yes, I
It
know. The other one
negates.
is the other one is
It pushes
to
to
say it's
meaning.
here. It pushes it to the
Yeah. What does it
to
make?
the
Your present tense becomes.
qalb. Is that the word?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
that's it.
So, like you said, fa, when you don't have the word ha, we say it's atifa. Yeah.
Okay.
Then this is nafyun,
Nafyun,
qalbin,
qalbin,
and
wa jazm.
jasmin.
Okay.
Yeah. So nafyun,
Okay.
qalbin, jasmin.
Mhm.
So we would say did not. Yeah, did not.
Yeah.
Here's your majzoom because of the lam, and you know that when you drop the noon, this is how you show that it is majzoom. And we have our famous wa. Yeah, our wa. Here we go.
Okay.
Hum is your maf'ul bihi.
Understand.
Yeah, we call it
Yeah.
ghaibin because it's the third person. They are not there. We're talking about the third person.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then, because not enough space, we will go to the next slide. Oh dear. Okay. Here we have wa again. It's atifa. Just like fa is atifa. What's the difference
Yeah.
between these two? They're both.
The one,
Can you remember?
the first one is connects two sentences, isn't it? What goes before, and the other one is just joins.
Okay, yes, you can say. But it's also tartib, meaning that whatever comes
Oh,
before,
tartib, yeah.
it follows immediately after the whatever's before. Yeah, that's the difference between this and this
So
one.
tartib,
Yeah,
and the other one is just
just
join
as you
two
say,
things.
joining the two things.
Same thing.
So this is
So,
what we call lakinna is musaqqala, which is the heavy. Yeah, musaqqala is heavy.
Oh.
Okay, so here
Because of the shadda.
yes, because of the shadda, so we
Okay.
say it's saqit. Okay, labzu jallala is the isim of lakin, and it's mansub, of course.
Yeah.
And qatala is one. Qatala
Yeah.
is fi'l mabni, is madin. Yes, it's
Yeah.
madin. And hum is the same thing, yeah, like what we saw before. And the jumlah وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُمْ is your istidrāk. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Because it corrects it. but it was Allah who killed them. Yeah, you did not kill them, but it was Allah who killed them. Yeah, and you threw, but it was Allah who threw. It's not you who threw it, but it's Allah who threw it. This is actually balagha.
Oh.
This is a classic case of balagha. This is under ma'ani. Meaning the meaning is there. It's correcting. It was Allah actually killing him. We think sometimes we did it, but of course it doesn't happen without Allah's permission. Yeah. So basically that's what it's saying.
Okay.
Yes. Here we go. This is for the second part. Yeah. A bit different because there's an is. So, and ma is nafiya. We don't say it is harfun nafi, because we don't have the harf, so we say it's nafiya, just like atifa.
Oh.
So the form is right. If not, we could have said harfun nafi. Yes, so here we go. Ramaita is a fi'il madin, just like what we saw with qatala. This is zaf zaman. Yeah, this is zaf zaman. Yeah, and when it is zaf, it is muta'alliq to something. It has to be muta'alliq to something, and in this case, to this action, ramaita, throwing. Wow again, atifa, and lakin is the same. And I'm just saying that lakinna Allah rama is the same as lakinna Allah qatala. Yeah, so this is la maḥalla lahā min al-iʿrāb. Yeah, it has the same function. It's the istidrāk. That's why it's la maḥalla. Yeah. Okay, so alhamdulillah, we have completed our istidrāk. But I have news. Oh dear me, my other slide is also not doing very well. Never mind. Let's see. We're supposed to see 5 things on the next slide. Okay. Here we go. Let me put you out of your misery. These are also other functions with no grammatical slot. Okay, we saw just now, we saw the three big ones. Yeah, we saw the ibtidaiyah, the istidrakiyah, and what was the other one?
Istidrakiyah, taʿlīliyyah.
Yes, taʿlīliyyah. Yeah, so those were the 3 big ones. But we have also other things which I think you have heard. I'tiradiyah. Yeah, these are things that are in brackets. Things like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a sentence by itself, right? So, but it's not like part of this or that, but it goes along with Rasul. It goes with Nabi. Yeah, it's a way of respecting Nabi. So that is i'tiradiyah. We will see examples of this. Jawabun nida, this is another thing. This one has no grammatical slot. Jawabul qasam, istighnafiyah, tafsiriyah. Tafsiriyah is here. Yeah, it also has no grammatical slot. But having said that, we will go through all this one by one. There is, of course, that neither here nor there. You know, we always have two lefts and right. You know, 2 extremes, and then the one that's in the middle. Okay, so we have this also functions of sentences. Yes, what they are, which can be here or there. Okay, so these are 3 things that we need to look at. Oh, Jawabu Shart is one of those. It may or may not have a grammatical slot. Now, how is that? And Ba'da Qawl, remember our quotation? So the times it's maf'ul bihi, sometimes it is not. Also, ta'ajjubiyah. So this is something we have not looked at. Ta'ajjubiyah, we have to look at it, yeah? So it can or cannot, it can or may not have a grammatical slot depending on how it's used in the bigger sentence. If there is a bigger sentence. Sometimes there's no bigger sentence. That's why it doesn't have a grammatical slot. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why this sort of sentences can have either yes or no. Yeah, yes or no. So we would like to look at it. And hence why it's very good for us to go all through this, because usually we don't cover sentences like this when we study Tarkib and Iṛrāb. Yeah, so I thought it was a good opportunity for us to do this, so that it's clear in your mind. Yeah, clear in your mind, inshallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. So alhamdulillah. So we're looking at sentences with la maḥalla lahā, and then we have the one which is with the maḥall, fi maḥall. Yes. And of course the one that can be both. Yeah, so inshallah we will do that next session. And inshallah we hope to finish before Ramadan. Yeah, inshallah. Okay. Subhanallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khairan.
Amin wa iyyakum. Barakallahu fiik.